to the DLOH, your mental health toolkit. Here, we explore tools and insights to support your mental health and overall well-being. I'm your host, Danisha Avery. We're diving into a topic that can transform how you approach the new year and beyond. Self-compassion. As we close out 2024 and step into a new chapter in 2025, many of us set ambitious goals or reflect on areas where we feel we've fallen short. But how often do we pause to treat ourselves with kindness during this process? That's what self-compassion is all about. We will explore why it's so important and how you can make it a part of your life. This can truly be a game changer. Let's get into it. We're going to start with the basics. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you'd offer a close friend. It's about recognizing that being human means we all experience struggles, mistakes, and imperfections. Psychologist Christian Neff, a pioneer in this field, breaks self-compassion into 3 components. The first is self-kindness instead of self-criticism. The second, recognizing our common humanity, that we're not alone in our struggles. The third, practicing mindfulness or being present with our emotions without judgment. Self-compassion is not just a feel-good idea. It is a powerful tool for mental well-being and personal growth. Research shows that self-compassion has a host of benefits. It can reduce stress and anxiety, improve emotional regulation, and increase resilience. When we're kind to ourselves, we're better equipped to handle life's challenges and setbacks. Here's an example. Imagine you've made a mistake at work. A self-critical response might sound like, "I'm so stupid. I'll never get this right." But a self-compassionate response could be, "I made a mistake, but I can learn from this and improve." The difference is huge. Self-compassion creates a safe mental space for growth, while self-criticism can erode confidence and contribute to feelings of depression or anxiety. This is very important for your mental wellness. Let's keep going. I'm going to talk a little bit more about what happens when we lack self-compassion. Self-criticism is the opposite of self-compassion, and it often shows up as negative self-talk, perfectionism, or a fear of judgment. Here's another example. If you are constantly telling yourself you're not good enough, it can lead to burnout, low self-esteem, and even physical health issues. Self-compassion, on the other hand, interrupts this cycle. It helps you approach yourself with understanding, even when things go wrong. Again, We're treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would give to a close friend. I understand that we cannot speak on self-compassion without considering cultural and societal influences. In cultures that prioritize achievement or quote unquote toughing it out, self-compassion can sometimes be seen as a weakness. It can really make people very uncomfortable. Many of us grow up believing that we have to be hard on ourselves in order to succeed. But here's the truth. Self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook. I repeat, self-compassion is not about letting yourself off the hook. It's only about creating the mental space to learn, grow, and thrive without the weight of constant self-judgment. With that, there are a few other common misconceptions about self-compassion that I'd like to address. First, some people think that self-compassion is selfish. In reality, it helps you show up as your best self. Another myth is that self-compassion will make you lazy or complacent. Research tells us the opposite. When we're kind to ourselves, we're more likely to stay motivated and persevere through challenges. We've identified what self-compassion is, why it's so important. We've talked about the opposite of self-compassion, which is self-criticism, and how that can be unhelpful. And we've also addressed a few misconceptions about self-compassion. Now, I'd like to talk about how to start building self-compassion. Mindfulness practices are definitely a strategy to building self-compassion by taking a moment to acknowledge your emotions without judgment. Another strategy is positive self-talk. When you catch yourself being critical, reframe your thoughts with kindness. When I discussed the difference between a self-critical thought and a self-compassionate thought related to work a few minutes ago, that was also an example of reframing a thought. I'm going to give another example that might be more congruent with someone's New Year resolution, which may be to become more physically active. Let's say someone is going to the gym for the first time and they decide to get on the treadmill and do 30 minutes. While they're doing the 30 minutes, let's say they catch a leg cramp and they may fall off the machine. They may think something like, I'm so out of shape. What was I thinking? I can't even run correctly or operate the machine correctly without hurting myself. A way to reframe that thought would be, I'm glad I showed up for the gym. I actually went. I did 10 minutes without falling, but now I know how to prevent falling in the future. And because I showed up, I did 10 minutes more than I did last week when I had 0 minutes of treadmill activity. A few minutes ago, I mentioned that self-compassion isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's just about allowing yourself the room to learn, grow, and heal without the constant self-judgment. And if we look at this through the lens of Kristin Neff's framework with being more mindful, understanding common humanity, and engaging in self-kindness, which one would you prefer? The self-critical thought or the self-compassionate thought? And while we're at it, when was the last time you treated yourself with kindness during a tough moment? Share your thoughts with us on social media or in the comment section on YouTube. As we move into the new year, I encourage you to make self-compassion a priority. It's not about being perfect. It's about being kind to yourself as you navigate life's ups and downs. This episode on self-compassion will be the final episode of 2024. And I would like to express my gratitude to each and every person who has listened to the podcast or viewed it on YouTube, anyone who's followed on social media, and even shared this information with family and friends or colleagues. I am very, very thankful. I'm excited that the DLOH was able to start in 2024, and I am looking forward to 2025. Remember, self-compassion is a journey, and every small step you take matters. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. You can also find the DLOH on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until next time, be kind to yourself because you deserve it. See you in 2025. Happy New Year, everyone. Please have a safe and wonderful New Year.
To say hello, oh, oh, hello.